Hello everyone. In my hot little hands I have my new yarn. I've just put up a short video about it, so I thought let's get on, have a look and tell you what we're going to make next. This yarn has come all the way from America from my affiliate sponsor named We Crochet Official, and you can find them online at crochet.com. I got to choose what yarn I wanted, and because I'd been busting to use Tweed yarn for quite some time, that's exactly what I ordered. So this is a KnitPicks Brava Tweed in a worsted weight. Now that's something really new for me, and I am so excited to use a thicker yarn to see how much quicker the project goes, because I've been doing 8-ply with a 4mm hook for years and it is slow going. So I got these country style colours, I would call them, earthy autumn colours. Love the cream. Now I've got a river kind of green or bottle green, as well as an olive. Oops, we can't have that upside down, can we? It just would not be right. So I love all of these colours together. Now there's something that often happens when you order yarn online. You think a colour will be something and it turns out that it's not. So this is the problem yarn for me. Let's see, the colour is Stratus, so I probably should have known from that name that the colour was going to be a grey. But online I thought it was a bit more of a taupey shade. I've had that same experience right here too with the paint box. It hasn't got the colour name, just a number. So very similar. And I also thought this one was quite a taupey brown colour as well. It's not. So I'm going to have to work really hard at finding colours to match up with this essentially grey yarn. So let's reposition ourselves so we can have a really good look at this yarn. Now let me show you this gorgeous yarn. I really love it. I love the rustic look of it. It's got black, brown and cream little nubs in to make the tweed effect. And I love how organic that makes the yarn appear to me. I just love that it's got more than just one colour to it, and a little bit of texture as well. So the cream one is called Wren. I'm not sure how they get that. This is a KnitPicks yarn sold by We Crochet, or We Crochet Official, or crochet.com is where you can find them online. It's called a Brava Tweed worsted weight. It's 100 grams with 218 yards. Oh, we work in metres, so I don't know what that equals to. Now, hook size is an I or a K. Oh, 11 to 14. We don't work in those either, so that might mean something to you. But considering it's a worsted, that's generally a 10-ply to us here in Australia. So I would be using either a 4.5 or a 5mm hook, which is another reason I'm excited, because it won't take me forever to make. So it's your size 4 in US terminology, the yarn size. It's a 97% acrylic, 3% viscose, machine washable and tumble dry for those who use a dryer. Let's see what we've got here. The grey one is called Stratus. This green is Wasabi. Yes, I get that. I really, really love this olivey khaki green. We've got pumpkin bread. Yep, that one makes sense as well. We've also got goldenrod, which I don't know what that is, and wreath. So that's the names of these yarns. There are some other really, really pretty yarns that they have in their range, but I thought I'd stick to my warm, earthy and autumny colours, although I could have happily chosen any of the colours in the tweed range, pinks and blues even, and you know that they're not generally me when it comes to wearables. So the decision needs to be made that I will think about tonight how I'm going to make this project, whether I do single rows or double rows or random, I'm not sure. I need to just probably go to sleep on it and see what I wake up with in the morning and let my brain just do its thing overnight. That's the way I roll sometimes, because at this point in time, I'm not sure. Maybe I will just start and it will just come to me. I had better share with you what I'm going to make. Before I do that, let's just have a little feel with a 4.5mm hook. And this yarn really does feel large to me. Wow, that's really different for me. It's going to work up so quick that it almost makes me laugh. And it's going to produce a very warm fabric as well, which will be really important for said project. Okay, I might try working with the 5mm and see how that feels. Wow, I'm just not used to this. I chose to order double crochet yarn only because we live in such a warm climate. Actually, using the 5mm feels much better for this, so maybe that's going to be the way to go. Let me know in the comments what you think. What size hook do you use for a worsted yarn or a 10-ply? It must be a number 4 for America if DK is number 3. But yeah, that feels better to me. Where was I? Talking about why I bought lots of DK yarn. Simply because we don't get that cold here that often. Usually our winters are only 2 weeks of what I would say cold weather. However, I would just really like this wearable as something to wear out, you know, to lift with the colour, so I can add this to lots of grey that I wear. Maybe I should keep the grey in for that reason. Now there's something. Yeah, it'd just be nice for people to see Jill in something other than grey and black. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Yep, 5mm I think is the way to go. It feels the best. Now, if you were to look at this yarn, in this amount, in these colours, what do you think I might be going to make? Well, it is something very simple, but something that looks so effective. I've only made one in my life so far, and I'm really hanging to make another one because I find them just so versatile. It is the Granny Stitch shawl. And I need to figure out whether to put these in single stripes, double stripes, or make them random stripes. I'm really not sure. I got a second ball of this colour because this is my favourite tweed colour of all, because I thought I might do a nice large border around the bottom of it in the cream. So we'll have to wait and see. Now let me show you the one and only Granny Stitch shawl that I have made. And I call this one a scarf because this was made from 2 skeins of 4-ply hand-dyed yarn. the two skeins are actually quite different. You can tell in real life. Now this worked up so quickly, and I find it really, really nice to wear because it's so warm, so snug, and I really wanted a granny stitch shawl that was bigger so I could wrap it around my shoulders, maybe even do it up underneath at the back if it can be big enough. So we'll see how far this yarn goes. So if you would like to make a granny stitch shawl with me, grab some yarn. It does not matter if it's acrylic. This one here is actually a Polworth Merino cross silk yarn, so it's really soft on my neck. But my plans to have a bigger shawl aren't about wearing it around my neck as such. It's more about wearing it around my upper body. So I want that to be snug. I've actually seen some people wearing them and they let the ends come down the front and they wear a belt. And I thought that was a great idea. So I'm not sure how big this one will get with 5 or 6 skeins. Will I use the other skein or not? I just don't know. Look, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just YOLO it and just throw it in, see how it goes. I'm not sure. Look, I probably will. I'll just dare to be different for once, different to what I normally do. So that's my plan. And I think we should get this started tomorrow. It's about 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon here now. I've done my morning of crochet. I've posted a reel and a short. I will edit up this video and get it out as soon as possible because I'm actually really excited. Do you know how I said I'm probably more excited about this project than I should be? I just am. I can't describe why. I think it was because when I made this, it was such a treat to have it work up quickly. Because like I said, I'm so used to my projects taking such a very long time. So I was wanting to do this earlier in the year, but the yarn didn't arrive. So I had to wait and be patient. So now I am really excited to get into it. I feel like a big girl now, using thicker yarn and a 5mm hook. I feel like I've advanced into the world of crochet. Pop them all back in here till tomorrow. I'll come into the studio nice and early and get our project underway. If you would like to go and check out this really lovely yarn, you can either use the link that I'm going to try and put in my description box. I will try my utmost. If it's not there, it means I need to have some lessons on applying clickable links. You can find We Crochet Official under crochet.com online to go straight to their website. So I say that we start this project tomorrow. All right, I'm going to head off. I will see you all really soon. Take care until then and happy crocheting. Bye for now.